Hi, you guys. This is Nina. I'm back again. Like, share, and subscribe. I can be found on Twitter at Love Radio 44132. And don't forget to subscribe and share this video. Tonight we will be talking about a black princess from the Black Lives Matter protest whom was found recently deceased, unfortunately. And I want to share her story tonight because she took voice to the world. And unfortunately, at the age of 19, she is no longer with us, but she is here in spirit. Her name is Oluwatoyin Salau, and even up to a few days before she went missing, she wanted the black youth to persevere and fight for justice. This story is courtesy of the Tallahassee Democrat. And again, I would like to thank all the subscribers and listeners out there because I want to keep her name and her face out there. And her story is very sad. And I hope that the person or people that did this will come to justice, as one person has just been arrested. So she did not want the names of other young black people to just go in vain. And even though many lives were lost, she told the people at the march and protest, "We cannot be scared. You are angry, and it's okay to be angry." Days later, after this speech, Toyin Salau would join a list of Black Lives Lost, as she is now deceased. She had been missing for 9 days. Investigators found her body and that of Victoria Vicky Sims Saturday night off Monday Road in southeast Tallahassee. Sims, who was a 75-year-old retired state worker and grandmother, had been reported missing to the police that day. And I apologize not having a picture of Victoria up here also. Glee Jr., who resided in a very dilapidated house on Monday Road, was taken into custody for connection with the gruesome slayings, police said. Glee 49 had a previous recent battery charges on his record. Now, according to the Tallahassee Democrat, numerous questions are still surrounding both deceased, including why and how they are deceased. Police also have said that they don't know exactly when it happened or where it happened. According to Miss Salau's sister, she said there is no justice that can be served that will replace my sister's life. And I totally agree with that. Toyin Salau once pleaded for justice. She took part in local protests following the death of George Floyd and spoke out at numerous gatherings outside of the police headquarters. So she was definitely a huge activist, and she was well known within the activist community in Tallahassee, Florida. She often said, "We have so much to do, we cannot stop here. Violence is not the answer, but we cannot stop here." Now, not much is known about Glee, the person arrested. Neighbors said they barely knew him. One man in his neighborhood suggested he didn't even seem to have a car because he walked up and down the street often. Glee was arrested May 29th on charges of aggravated battery after an officer stopped at a light. Officers said he was stopped at a light at Blairstone Road and K Avenue, where they spotted him kicking, beating, and punching a woman in the stomach. The victim in that case was neither Victoria Sims nor Salau. So this was another woman. So this guy has a sordid history of things like this. The woman whom he was beating told police she and Glee had been drinking together and they were walking down the sidewalk when he propositioned her for sex. She told him no. Glee became angry and shoved her to the ground and began kicking her in the abdomen, the police report says. Court records show the misdemeanor battery charge filed against him on June 6. However, those reports were not immediately available. Glee was arrested also last year on a charge of possession of marijuana. However, prosecutors dropped it according to court records. We are allowed to get angry, black people, but we're supposed to kill everybody? Salu had once said, we have a right to get angry and we don't need to hold that anger in. Now, Salu, who is pictured, was a victim of assault, and her friend said that she was also a victim of sex trafficking at a residence near the campus of Florida A&M University, even though police has not confirmed that. She went missing in the afternoon after she tweeted that a man assaulted her in the morning around Park Avenue and Ridgeview Road. She said the man offered to give her a ride back to a church where she sought refuge because of unjust living conditions. He came disguised as a man of God and ended up picking me up from nearby Saxon Street. She tweeted, I trusted the Holy Spirit to keep me safe. Salu said that she called police after the assault happened. Several people replied to her on Twitter, offering help and asking whether she was okay. She never responded or tweeted again. But that wasn't the only time she was abused, her close friends say. Salu was also assaulted a few days before she went missing. This is according to her friends. This is a truly, truly sad story. So this young lady was assaulted twice, and at the age of 19 did so much for other people. I really want justice to be served in this case. She was missing for over 9 days before she was found, and Aaron Glee, whom I refuse to show a picture of, 49-year-old Aaron Glee Jr., was arrested, and thank goodness police are investigating this. Her friends are calling her a light in the darkness, and I want her movement and her words to live on. Now, I don't know if a GoFundMe has been set up. I've been trying to find a GoFundMe. The problem with the GoFundMe, in my opinion, at this point is I'm trying to make sure that I am sending the money legitly to the proper people that were her relatives in response to this, not just, made up GoFundMes where people are just scamming. Unfortunately, we do have people that are doing that right now. I just want to say to this young lady and her family, everyone said, even in high school, she was such a kindred, beautiful, loving spirit, and she deserved to have more out of life than how her life ended. However, if there's anything that we can look at from these circumstances and the violence and fear of her death, is that right now I believe that God is speaking through angels, and sometimes even the most enlightened angel's voice can be silenced, unfortunately. However, I will say that justice must be served in her case. This is very heartbreaking and tragic. Again, also, if anyone has the links to the GoFundMe, please put that in my comments, so the proper GoFundMe can be put out there so people can donate and I can donate. We have a long way to go spiritually. There's a lot that need to be done. I just want to put her name and face out there. I do not want her words and her spirit to be forgotten. Like, share, and subscribe. And until the next episode, you guys, enjoy your evening.